after criminal prosecution. Drug use and peddling, unfortunately, was on the rise in the period under review. We found that Keke Napep and all these dispatch riders engage in delivering all these illicit drugs. Most times they don't know what they carry. Through diligent stop and search operations, we have recovered a lot and also able to arrest not only the vendors, but the capones, or if I'm allowed to use that word, human trafficking, gender-based offenses witness a downward trend. Although we have some under investigation and the ones we have investigated. All these things I've said so far couldn't have been without a very good interagency synergy with all the sister security agencies. Actionable intelligence given to us by the Department of State Security Service has been of tremendous help. The armed forces give us muscle power where we need to go physically and confront these members of the underworld. We have so many areas that we regarded as vulnerable points, and we have created a lot of nipping points there so that no evil will be perpetrated in such axes. We also have demonstrated improved capabilities to mobilize and respond to distresses in a very short while. We employ due diligence in investigating and prosecuting our cases. Cases of murder and suicide, regrettably, have been on the increase. We hope something will be done to stem the tide. The period under review has a lot of plethora activities, and I'll implore us to please look on the board and see the summary of what we have on record. We have armed robbery incidents and foiled robberies. 195 cases reported. We arrested 343 armed robbers. We have charged to court 337. Kidnapping. We recorded 15 celebrated kidnap cases, and 71 of those kidnappers were arrested and sent to court. Cases of cultism. We have 93 cases reported, arrested 270 cultists, while 225 were prosecuted after due profiling. Stolen vehicles recorded 92, and we recovered 103. I'd like to put on record that some of these vehicles we recovered were not stolen from Lagos, but stolen outside Lagos, but brought in here. And we have put a measure in place that you cannot steal a vehicle at point A and come and dump it on our cities. Cases of rape and defilement. We have 105. 145 were arrested, while 105 charged to court. Social miscreants, people that have no means of livelihood, perching on our communities. We had a total of 5,593 arrested. We recovered 170 arms of various capabilities and calibers, 1,026 ammunitions, and in violation of traffic laws, people that contravene BRT lane 890, we impounded 1,122 vehicles. Motorcycles are also involved in this, about 11,491 in the period under review. So, this is how far we have gone. The pictorial here shows people were arrested with guns and ammunition. Hello, who is behind this? Now, we have a lot of arms and ammunition recovered. I'll just abridge all these things. We also arrested kidnappers and murderers. The case in question is people that killed the daughter of an influential person in Lagos. We were able to arrest that person, those people, and also prosecuted them. About a month ago, a woman was killed in her home. After diligent investigation and prosecution, we arrested them and they have been brought to criminal justice. I want to tell us what we have for Christmas time. We pledge that Christmas this year around will be safe, about the best Christmas Lagosians have had. We have made sure that traffic will flow, and we have reassured people that they should not be apprehensive of any fear. No fear in our town. Traffic will flow. They should go about their lawful duties. And we have also sent out our telephone numbers for prompt reporting of incidents. We will not fail, in the sense that it is said, to whom much is given, much is expected. I personally thank Mr. Governor today and the Lagos Security Trust Fund for what they have in stock for us. It's a pledge to the state governments that will not let the states down. And it's also a professional pledge to the Inspector General of Police that we will justify the confidence you had in us by way of Department to Lagos. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much. I think the CP deserves a bigger round of applause. State government cannot do it all alone. And that's why we have our ushers with these forms. They will go around. Please, it's a donation and pledge form. We'll like to have you donate to this noble cause. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with the sound of your voice, have we had security networks working perfectly in Lagos? Yes or no? Yes. So, I don't think we have any nay. The ayes have it. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, we will have our own brother and friend, whom I told my son to stop at the gate. Before he leaves, he must settle. The IGP, the last time I saw him was 23 years ago, here in Lagos. But I'm happy to see you here once again today, sir. I'd like to invite the Inspector General of Police to give us his goodwill message. Ladies and gentlemen, a very big round of applause for the IGP.
Your Excellency, Mr. Governor, the Governor of Lagos State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, the Secretary to the State Government of Lagos State, the Chief of Staff, Lagos State, our royal fathers, permit me to adopt the already established protocol. Today, I am particularly excited to be at this momentous occasion. I have gone around states in the Federation where I was invited to come and commission operational vehicles for the police, and I've been waiting for the opportunity to come to Lagos to do the same, because I know it's going to be different. And indeed, it is different. When I was coming, I thought I was coming straight to the commissioning of the operational assets. But Mr. Governor, first of all took me to Ije, where we had the groundbreaking ceremony of the construction of new barracks for Lagos State Police. And coming here is also a unique atmosphere. I thank you, Mr. Governor, for what you are doing. Lagos State has once again demonstrated its reputation as center of excellence. The state had continued to set the pace for excellence in security and infrastructural development in Nigeria. No wonder people migrate into the state every day. I can recall that in 1999, when we were launching the Rapid Response Squad, I was the CSO to governor at that time. The Commissioner of Police at that time made a remark in his speech. He said, and I quote, "I don't know why people migrate to Lagos every day. Maybe because there are so much to steal in Lagos." But the truth is, there are so much opportunities in Lagos. And that's why you see people migrating into Lagos State and nobody's leaving. When they leave, they go on holiday and return. Thank you, Mr. Governor. Lagos State, being the economic hub of Nigeria, has suffered and continues to suffer internal migration. Thousands of people flock into the state every day, and this also has its implication for security in the state. It makes it imperative for the police in the state to continue to adapt and strengthen security strategies to meet up with the challenges. What we are doing here today is the usual assistance that the state government has been giving to the police in this state. Without the assistance that the police receive from the government, we would not have been able to do the much that we are doing in Lagos State. We would have been overwhelmed with insecurity in Lagos State. There was a time that armed robbery, bank robbery was common in Lagos. But I can recall that since 2007 till date, only one bank robbery succeeded in Lagos. And that was as far back as 2014. So the days of armed robbery, bank robbery are gone. I want to assure Mr. Governor that the resources you are providing for the Lagos State Police Command and other security agencies in Lagos today will be put into judicious use. The CP Lagos and the AIG have already assured me that immediately they take over these assets, they are going to commit them into operational use immediately. It's going to enhance the operational efficiency and effectiveness of the police and other security agencies in this state. I want to thank Mr. Governor. I thank the government of Lagos State. I thank the people of Lagos State. I am from Ogun State, but Lagos is my home. Lagos trained me, and I want to assure you that my heart is with Lagos. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, sir. Mr. Governor, sir, may I inform you that we have the representative of the Delta State Security Trust Fund here in our midst. And we also have the representative of Kogi State Security Trust Fund. They are both here, Mrs. Barbara Chidi Nwuko and Alhaji Ahmad Abdul Karim. They are here, and they are seeing the good works that we are doing in Lagos. I'm sure this will be replicated in those states. Your Excellencies, Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I, at this point, invite your own, our own Mr. Governor, Mr. Talk and Do. Someone addressed him as Mr. Transformer, and I can say that clearly that is a transformer. Please welcome with me Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo, the Governor of Lagos, to make his address and thereafter do the presentation of the security vehicles. Mr. Governor, sir.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you very much. Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadri Obafemi Hamzat, the Inspector General of Police, one of us, even if he says he's from Ogun State, is bread, buttered, cheese, anchored, macaroni, Lagos. It's a Lagos donation to Nigeria. Our Inspector General of Police, IGP Egbetokun, PhD. Thank you very much for your great leadership, for the working visits you've embarked onto Lagos today. Let me, through you, acknowledge the AIG and other top police officers that have joined you on this working visit. Let me also acknowledge very warmly members of the State Executive Council that are here in large number, Chief of Staff, who is a member of the board, and all of you. Let me acknowledge the Chairman of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, Mr. Kehinde Duru-Simiet, and through you acknowledge other board members, including the man that says he's outgoing. It's only the governor that can determine if he had gone. He says he's outgoing. Dr. Razak Balogun. Let me acknowledge all our service chiefs that are here. They are members of the Lagos State Security Council, and all of them, including the CP, have been working tenaciously at ensuring that Lagos continue to remain safe and peaceful. I want to thank all of you individually and collectively. The Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, the Nigerian Air Force, and all of you that are here. Thank you very, very much. Let me now acknowledge all of our traditional institutions, the custodian of our tradition, who are here as well in large number. All our KBACs from Oba of Lagos to Anyogunrin. They didn't give me the full names, but I can see all the Rukeres coming up. Thank you very much. We're doing this so that your community will continue to remain safe. The chairman of our party is here, both the current and his successor, members of the Governor's Advisory Council. Thank you very much. We have several captains of industry that are here. All of our partners from the private sector that you continue to work with us, continue to identify with us, we acknowledge you. We acknowledge all our religious leaders from the Christian Association to the Muslim bodies. Thank you very much. They are stakeholders, they are partners, and ensuring that Lagos continue to remain safe and secure. Top government functionaries that are here, businessmen and women, gentlemen of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here as a very, very proud governor because today, thank you, because today is for a critical sector in our team's agenda. We put it at a 6-point and a Teams Plus agenda. But the critical one there, which is the letter S, today we are aggressively implementing all of our promises and ensuring that this team's agenda is a living document, is a live document And I stand here truly happy that we're implementing the security and governance component of our team's agenda. As the Inspector General of Police had said earlier today, we were at an important and critical event, which was the groundbreaking ceremony of the construction of a total of 2,200 flats, places of abode for the Nigerian police, the Lagos State Police Command. You all notice that we have developed a partnership with the Nigerian police. Several barracks that were not fit for habitation again, that were becoming and constituting a security risk to the people that are meant to be providing security for us. It became a misnomer that the people that are meant to be guiding us, they also now need a place to guide them. And as a government, we couldn't fold our arms and not intervene. So we work as a joint venture on a PPP model, and the first level of intervention will be the construction of 2,200 at the old Ije barracks in Obalende. And the IG gave commitments and gave assurance that not only will he work with this partnership, but will ensure that in the life of his administration, that will ensure we'll complete at least this 2,200. IG, I want to also assure you that I will go on inspection with you each time you come to ensure that we complete these houses, and will hand it over to all the men of the Lagos State Police Command that are deserving of it. That we said it will be the first phase of those interventions. Here at another event is about an important component of that security and good governance, which is the Lagos State Security Trust Fund. You've heard from the chairman of the board, you've heard from the executive secretary, you've heard from the commissioner of police. We have kept faith for 18 years. 18 years unstopped. Each year we bring about ensuring that we bring the Security Trust Fund forward to be accountable, to be held responsive and responsible at all times. And so this 18th edition birthed our consistent commitment to Lagosians and to everybody that has been part of this fund, that this fund will come out, account for the donations and utilizations of funds that they have received. It will put the Commissioner of Police on the spot to let him say to us what he's doing and what the security architecture of the state has been. I'm happy that we have kept faith with you since 2007, and this being the 18th version. I've also seen that we have the foremost accounting audit firm who comes to tell us that the funds are well utilized, are well accounted for, and they've been judiciously put into proper use for security. And so I'm happy that we continue that pride, that tradition, and this year's 18th anniversary is being witnessed also by the #1 police officer, the Inspector General of Police. But why is this one also unique? Because it's not at every annual general meeting that we come out to hand over equipment or hand over infrastructure that is needed for these men to continue to do their work. But today is another first, IG, in the history of infrastructure handover. I invited the former president, President Buhari, about 4 years ago or 3 years ago, when we handed over equipment to the Nigerian Police, Lagos State Police Command then. But I want to tell you, it wasn't this number. I think at that presentation it was around or under 200 vehicles. But today, IG, right in front of you, for the police and other security architecture in Lagos, we'll be handing over a total of 260 vehicles with other security gadgets for them as a demonstration of our commitment as a government, as a demonstration of our commitment that we gave. And we said this last year, that before the end of next year, Chairman, is that all we said? We said before the end of next year, we will be handing over about 200 vehicles to them. We have even gone beyond the 200 that we promised by ensuring that we can hand over today 260 vehicles. And so it is indeed an honor that we're here today. But we're also here to tiptoe on very important aspect of security, which is data and technology, as a strong point of ensuring that our security architecture is robust and is transformative. I would like to inform us that Lagos State has started by ensuring that our technology-driven security architecture is continuing to have a direct component to how our security operatives respond. Almost 500 high-definition cameras have been installed in different parts of the state, of the city, in which we can monitor almost 350 streets and regions at our command and control center, where 24-hour surveillance are being deployed, and we can see things real time, with the deployment of this enhanced surveillance network. The plan is to wrap up this to about 2,000 very quickly, and that in another phase is ongoing. We also have digital identification system. I'm sure some people are beginning to see that sometimes when they flout traffic offense and traffic rules, they will tell you that Lagos State is going to send you a charge and a note, because we now have number plate readers on the CCTV cameras, and we can come back, and charge you that indeed you have flouted either a traffic regulation or you have flouted, a traffic stop at various junctions, and we can send you those things. These are some of the things that I'm told that we'll be launching them in January once they are completed. Mr. IG, these are some of the new initiatives to enhance and to improve data and technology at abridging security in our state. Also, it's important for us to mention to you that we're ensuring that smart technology are being deployed with our traffic managers, Mrs. Lasma. They are going to be having handheld technology where they don't need to be running after traffic offenders or people that they need to arrest. We need to enhance and use security, so we need to use data and technology, because this is a 21st century economy. We don't want anybody running behind or running after keke napep and traffic defaulters, so that we can read you, and with a digital backend, we can send you a charge note with pictures, with cameras that will show that indeed you committed this offense, and we're asking you to pay the right fine, not because we want the fine, but just as a deterrent so that you don't do that again. We are also planning to deploy drone technology as an integration of the technology architecture in the state. The EGIS component of our mapping and digitalization has almost been completed. Lagos is now properly mapped, and drone technology will now be deployed at appropriate levels to ensure that both our waterways, our densely populated areas, will enhance area monitoring, crowd management, and traffic assessment effectively at various times, so that we can sit back in our offices and people can see what is happening, at locations, and they can respond, accordingly. We're doing this not only by ourselves, but we're doing this with extensive collaboration with the private sector initiatives. We're recognizing that security is everybody's business. We're deepening this partnership. We're using technology companies. Some of the technology operators are also cooperating with us. Some of the ISPO operators are cooperating with us because they have the fiber infrastructure and they will be allowing us to link in into our connectivity so that we can enhance the definition of this infrastructure. So we are working with them. We are also enhancing our cyber security operation even as a government. AI is real, and we are, as a state government, ensuring that we can respond adequately. Even with our own robust infrastructure as using technology as a strong enabler, we believe that cyber security operations will not only safeguard our citizens, it will also ensure that we can protect security bridges. We can ensure that we are always interconnected, both locally and internationally. We can guarantee that we're working with some of the best cybersecurity boards in the country. And we're just ensuring that we can continue to train and retrain our staff and our people, and we can develop these things, working with the private sector effectively. We believe that is the way to go. We believe that is the future of not just technology, that is the future of security. We believe that we need to take, and ensure that our men are trained, our men are equipped, our men understand and appreciate that, crime now is at a higher level. It's not just physical, it's not just monitoring. You must also have the right technology to be able to track, and deploy. And I want to thank the board and all our partners. The fund is not to waste. We'll continue to appreciate you, especially our supporters from the private sector. We'll continue to say to you that we are in this together. We're in the same coin. We're just two different sides of the coin. Of note, it was also important for me to thank Messrs. UBA, to thank Messrs. Zenith Bank, to thank Mr. Femi Otedola, who are some of our big donors in the current year. I think they deserve a round of applause. If you want me to mention your name, just give me 500 million and above, and you can be rest assured that I will mention your name over and over and over again. But it's not to take to chance all of the other donors of 100 million, 150 million, 200 million, even 1,000 naira, 10,000 naira. We appreciate you. We want to continue to say to you that your funds are being utilized, will be utilized with the highest level of accountability and responsibility. The men that are sitting on the board are men of impeccable integrity, and they will not succumb to anything that will tarnish their own image or reputation. So what we're saying here is that we can continue to deepen this collaboration. You have seen year on year that Lagos State keeps to its word. Lagos State keeps to its commitment and its promises. There are several private sector people that have come from the oil and gas industry. I have not seen your hand. I have not seen your hand at all. You can say that we don't have the rigs here, but you have your staff here. You have your headquarters here. And security is everybody's business. Please take this message back to your management and to your board. Year on year, Lagos State government, through the Lagos State Security Trust, has shown capacity, has shown credibility. And the minimum you can do is to support this noble idea. You've seen that there are other subnationals that have come to learn from us and come to learn, because for 18 years, we'll continue to do it and continue to do it well. The vehicles that you are seeing that will be handed over to them today are not in any form from the funding of the Lagos State Security Trust. These are funding that the Lagos State government and the local government are putting together for this special intervention. If I go and take money from the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, they don't even have balance to be able to put 260 vehicles at one hole. At the rate of Hiluxes that are selling at 70 million, 80 million, you all know the prices. And so we are doing this to keep our city safe, to keep our state safe, to ensure that during yellow tide period and all year round, Lagos continue to remain safe to its citizens, to its businesses, and to everybody that wants to come to Lagos and do real business. And the minimum we can do is to support these men that we have given the responsibility to keeping all of us safe. The men of the Nigerian police, the other security operatives, Nigerian armed forces, who complement the Department of State Security, the Lagos State Neighborhood Watch, all of them in one form or the other. The Kukuru Defense, what do we call them? Civil Defense, sorry. Civil Defense, interventions, all of them, they have a critical role to play. Right? And we are all partners in Lagos State. So I want to leave all of us with this charge. If we're going to come back here next year at the 19th annual town hall meeting, let it be that it is the private sector that has taken the lead out of government. Let it be that the oil and gas, the telecom companies are the ones that have taken the lead. It's not just the banks. Because this is for all of us. And you've seen it year on year that these men are transparent, they are accountable. No amount is too large. If you give us 5 billion, we will utilize it well. If you give us 10 billion, we will utilize it well. And it is for all of us. It is for our collective use. And so, I just want to enjoin you all. I want to encourage all of us. I want to say that for us as a government, we are totally committed. It is our responsibility, and we will not shy from those responsibilities. All we're asking for is your partnership. You give or you don't give, our primary responsibility is security of life and property. And the state government will never shy away from that. But what we're saying is, if we have more, we'll be able to do more. And we're believing in your partnership. It's therefore on this note, today, a happy governor, a very committed one, with the citizens of Lagos, with the Inspector General of Police, let us go out, let us hand over this equipment to the Nigerian police and other security operatives. Let them utilize it judiciously to enhance and to improve the security architecture of the state. We're handing over to them bulletproof vests, we're handing over to them ballistic elements, yes, ballistic crash elements, so that they can be well kitted and they are well equipped for the tasks that we're giving to them. We'll continue to fund, we'll continue to provide logistics for all of this equipment so that year on year we can keep these things and they can continue to work for us. Once again, Mr. Inspector General of Police, we want to thank you. We want to say that Nigerian people are watching you. They are counting your time as the IGP, and they are praying and believing that during your time, not only will security be enhanced in the country, we'll see all the great work you are doing. Continue to encourage your men, continue to show great leadership, and continue to believe that a state like Lagos will continue to work with the Lagos State Police Command and all other security operatives. I want to thank you very much for coming. I want to thank all other security operatives for believing in us, for working with us. I want to thank our citizens for ensuring that this journey has been remarkable and is a pleasant one. And finally, I want to thank the board and management of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund. Thank you very much, and let's go out there and hand over this equipment to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Governor. May I inform you that we already have right here almost 10 million naira in pledges and donations that have already been made. Thank you very, very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The Motor Mechanics and Technical Associations of Nigeria has donated a cash of 30,000 naira. 11 PLC has also given us a check of 1 million naira. His Royal Majesty, the Anyogbure of Ikorodu, Oba Kabiru Shotobi, has given us a cash of 100,000 naira.